If I'm not mistaken, you're probably resting your left leg over your right one right now, aren't you? Well, never mind, that's not important. What matters is that you're about to witness a journey filled with hardships, challenges, and, well, a lot of humor. Get ready for an adventure in the middle of a snowstorm with David and his wife. On a freezing day, David and his wife decided to leave the warmth of their home, to dive straight into the bone-chilling cold of Siberia. Why, you ask? Because of a survival challenge, of course. If you're still thinking about snuggling under a blanket and watching movies, well, you're definitely not on the same page as them. With temperatures dropping to -20 degrees Celsius, the couple immediately started setting up their tent. But wait. Pitching a tent is easy, dealing with the slippery ground is a whole different story. And guess what? Our dear David slipped and fell right away. Don't worry, he's fine, just lost a bit of dignity. With lightning speed, the couple managed to set up the tent within minutes. It may look easy, but trust me, it was a struggle, staking it down, securing it against the snow, and clearing off the top to prevent it from collapsing. The cold. Let's not even talk about that. But the most important thing is, they're still alive. After all the hard work, David decided to reward himself with a hot cup of coffee, savoring the atmosphere. But before he could even take a sip, he spotted an abandoned vanity table in the middle of this snowy wilderness. Could it be remnants of an ancient civilization? Nope. Someone just left it behind. And of course, David took it back to camp as a trophy. Seems like he has a knack for collecting furniture. David quickly chopped wood and started a fire to create a cozy space inside the tent. Meanwhile, his wife prepared a grand dinner, with stewed lamb bones. But hold on. A serious problem arose. David's teeth weren't strong enough to chew the tough lamb bones, so his wife had to simmer them for another 30 minutes. True love is found in the little things. Night fell, and the snow kept piling up. David couldn't help but worry, would their tent get buried under the snow? But after checking, he realized, everything was fine. The tent stood firm like a warrior. Now that's a relief, time to eat. The next morning, the world was covered in a pristine white blanket of snow. David's wife lit the fire and added more wood, while David was still sleeping like a hibernating bear. Finally, after being woken up, David decided to do something no one expected. He took an ice-cold bath in the river. Yes, you heard that right. A daring photo-op moment in freezing temperatures. Despite his wife's strong protests, David jumped into the river. The result? He froze instantly. Luckily, his wife was there to pull him out, otherwise, he might have turned into an ice sculpture by now. After a simple breakfast, the couple packed up their camp. The tent weighed dozens of kilos, so teamwork was key to folding it up properly. Finally, they got into their car, wrapping up a journey filled with hardships but also countless memories. If you're feeling sleepy right now, congratulations! You've just found a cure for insomnia. Don't forget to hit like and follow us for more exciting adventures. See you next time. -20 degrees Celsius ice and snow straight to 90% humidity and terrifying wildlife. Fantastic, isn't it? The moment they set foot in the jungle, David was immediately greeted by a giant mosquito with a painful bite. He declared it a betrayal by nature. Meanwhile, his wife calmly handed him a bottle of insect repellent. Because, clearly, She was the more practical one between the two. First challenge, setting up camp in the jungle. If you thought pitching a tent in the snow was tough, try tying ropes around slippery vines. But don't worry, after multiple failed attempts and several rope drops on David's head, they finally managed to set up a decent tent. Teamwork is key, but avoiding getting hit in the face by falling tent poles is even more important. As night fell, David decided to start a fire to grill some fish. But before he could even strike a match, he noticed a pair of glowing eyes staring at him from the darkness. A black panther. Now what? Run or stay still? While David was still debating, his wife quickly tossed the panther a piece of dried meat, hoping it preferred pre-prepared meals over fresh prey. The next morning, still shaken from his near-death experience, David decided to explore the jungle. He hadn't gone far when he stepped on something. A skeleton. A treasure chest. No. An old pair of rubber sandals. Here. In the middle of the Amazon rainforest. Could this be evidence of an ancient lost civilization? Or did someone just drop them? Who cares? David picked them up as his newest trophy. The journey continued with more surprises, meeting a friendly indigenous tribe, or at least they smiled when they saw David, trying a mysterious fruit that his wife was convinced was poisonous, and finally, discovering a natural hot spring. Amazing, right? But after his freezing river bath in Siberia, this time, David wisely decided to just soak his feet. After several days of surviving in the jungle, the couple packed up and left, bringing home countless mosquito bites, a legendary pair of rubber sandals, and memories they would never forget. If you think this adventure was crazy, just wait until David decides to try surviving on a deserted island. Don't forget to hit like and follow so you won't miss out.